Hello, everybody. I'm Matt.
And I'm Maggie.
And we are
Hopefully Awesome.
That's right, a positive place on the internet where we nerd out about all the geeky things we love. And today's geeky things include, we got some Kevin Feige Phase 5 stiff. We got some Disney stuff. And of course, Ant-Man and the Wasp. It's a big Disney week this week.
Big deal.
Big. We got a big show for everybody.
I'd rather talk about this for weeks on end than Warner Brothers.
With
and Avatar.
And all that. Yeah. And Avatar. Hey, so we, as you know, we're live currently. Hello, everybody. We were a little bit late to the show today. I think big theaters were trying to keep us from giving our true thoughts on Ant-Man. I think it was Rotten Tomatoes trying to keep us down. All right. Had some technical issues. But hey, you know what? We're here.
In the words of Christina Aguilera, can't hold us down.
Was that a song she did?
Yeah. About women.
Well, there you go. Even better. But yeah, this is the Hopefully Awesome Show, our weekly podcast where Maggie and I talk about all of the nerdy things that happened this past week. Typically, we will also review a movie or talk about some major topic. But yeah, we do that every week right here on youtube.com/hopefullyawesome. You can also support us over at patreon.com/hopefullyawesome if you would like to. But Maggie, how's your week going?
Pretty good.
No, Tom!
Oh.
It's time for the news.
Good news, everybody.
I love it.
Hi, Angie.
Hey, welcome to the show, Mom. All right, so our first news story today, and I'm not really sure how you want to go about this, but whatever you want to do. We can just leave it on the logo if you want.
No, I can still scroll through it.
All right, hey, let's do it. First news story of the day.
What's up, Jerry?
Via Entertainment Weekly, Kevin Feige opens up about Phase 5, Kang, and the future of the MCU. This is a huge story, so I definitely recommend everybody go read it. But we're going to kind of touch on some of the highlights here. So this is from Entertainment Weekly. It's a Q&A, but we'll give a little bit of context before we jump into that. So, when Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania hits theaters, it'll mark the beginning of Phase 5, as well as the introduction of a new villain, Jonathan Majors, Kang the Conqueror.
King Kang.
King Kang.
Kong.
I'd watch. Oh, that's Phase 7. EW sat down with Marvel's mastermind Kevin Feige for an exclusive in-depth interview during which the notoriously cryptic studio president spilled details about Phase 4 and 5 and beyond. So, we're going to get into the Q&A section. Basically what I'm thinking is I'll go over the question, the answer. If we have anything we want to say about it, then we'll talk about it.
Okay.
So we'll just kind of let them talk, and then we'll talk on their talk, and then comment on that.
Okay.
Nailed it. So, EW, you're calling Phase 4 and 5, Phase 4, 5, and 6 the Multiverse Saga, all leading up to 2025's Avengers, The Kang Dynasty, and 2026's Secret Wars. How are you thinking about Phase 5 specifically? Is there a through line or general theme? Real quick, I just want to say we are not spoiling Ant-Man right now.
No, we're not.
I know that's in the title, and they're going to be talking about
If that's what you're looking
Ant-Man.
For, you're just going to have to wait.
Yeah, that's our main topic. We'll be touching on that probably about 20 minutes or so. So just want to make sure everybody knows, even though Ant-Man's going to come up, we're definitely not going to talk about what happens in the movie. So just want to throw that out there. So, is there a through line or general theme? Kevin Feige, it's really a classification system for the audience that's following along. It's to keep track of how the pieces fit in place. I didn't really talk a lot about the overarching themes or direction of Phase 4 until afterward, in large part because we're always adapting and weaving as creative demands and new ideas come up. But I would say, in very generalized terms, as you see in Quantumania, it's about setting up the big overarching thread that will go through the next phases. Not every film in the Infinity Saga focused on the Infinity Stones or Thanos, and it'll be the same across 5 and 6. But we're gearing up. People will get a taste of this in a big way in Quantumania as we lead to Avengers Secret Wars, which I'm extremely excited for.
I mean, he's not lying there about Quantumania.
It's true.
It's true.
It's true.
He's right.
I find it funny, especially when they first announced that Phase 4 was ending. And I was like, "What? Phase 4 wasn't anything." Like, what was the through line of Phase 4, you know?
Yeah.
And just felt so disjointed, right? And then it's funny, like, we kind of just accepted that the phases mean nothing.
Yeah.
You know? And so it's just funny to see him actually say it's just a classification system for the audience. It actually doesn't mean anything.
Psych.
I mean, you know, I don't blame him. At a certain point, it's too much. Like, we're going to have to just cancel all this stuff at some point anyway. You know, start fresh.
Yeah, it's just going to go through a black hole.
Honestly, I feel like at the end of Secret Wars, I really feel like we're going to get a hard reboot. I wouldn't say everybody's going to be gone. I honestly don't know. But I feel like at that point, you know, we're going to be... That just blinked. That was weird.
Yeah, that was weird.
But at some point, we're going to be too many movies deep. Like, we're going to hit like 50 before we reach Secret Wars. So, I mean, I don't know. I feel like at some point it's too much for a new person to jump into.
Yeah, it is. It is a lot for somebody new to jump into it.
So, next up, what were some of the learnings or takeaways from the Phase 4 projects? Kind of funny. I hope we learned... It says KF, which is Kevin Feige, but I said kind of funny. I did not mean to do that. That's great. Anyway, I hope we learned something on every project. I was very pleased with everything that we did. Kamala Khan, for instance, is a great new character in the Pantheon. I'm very proud of the Miss Marvel show. I also know, and this is a spoiler, it's not really a spoiler, she essentially steals the Marvels. Moon Knight, the same thing. I think there's a future for that character as we move forward. I do think one of the powerful aspects of being at Marvel Studios is having these films and shows hit the zeitgeist. It is harder to hit the zeitgeist when there's so much product out there, and so much content, as they say, which is a word that I hate. But we want Marvel Studios and the MCU projects to really stand out and stand above. So people will see that as we get further into Phase 5 and 6, the pace at which we're putting out the Disney Plus shows will change so they can each get a chance to shine.
I mean, it makes sense.
Honestly, especially with the next story about Disney and how they're slowing up some stuff budget-wise. It definitely is just interesting to see this in retrospect. Him saying
he hates the word content.
Well, no. I mean, like the fact that he's like, no. See, we want to give everything a chance to shine, but really, it's like they're actually cutting our budget like a lot. But we're not going to say anything. You know?
No, we're not. We're not going to fuss about this.
But I'll, like I said, the next news story will touch a lot more on that. Entertainment Weekly. So, when you say the pace will change, do you mean spacing them out or putting out fewer shows a year? Kevin Feige, both. There it is. What can you tell us about 2024's Captain America New World Order with Anthony Mackie and Harrison Ford joining the fold as Thaddeus Ross? And this one has a bit of news in it. Kevin Feige, we start filming relatively soon. I'm sure anyone you've ever talked with about Harrison Ford says this, but it's unbelievable that we get to meet and talk with him, and that he's embracing this role. He's tireless with the amount of work that he does. This is certainly a big part of Thaddeus Ross. He's the president of the United States in the film. There's a dynamic between President Ross and Sam Wilson. They have a history together, but in this film, we'll be seeing the dynamic between Captain America and the President of the United States in a way that is just incredible.
Yes!
This has been a dream for years, ever since Jon Favreau cast Harrison Ford in Cowboys and Aliens. I was always very jealous of that, so to have him finally in the MCU is just incredible. It's like I can cross that off the wish list. So, backing up, Thaddeus Ross, General Ross, is the President of the United States of America now.
Good job, Ross.
How'd he manage that one?
I don't know, man.
He went from being that guy that was like, Blonsky, you want to stick this in your spine? To having a heart attack.
Yeah.
And be like, oh, I got a golf swing. And now he's the president.
Callista, where's my pants? I think it's going to be really cool because it's Air Force One.
He actually, I cut it out, but he did talk about Air Force One. And I think maybe Clear and Present Danger was
Yeah.
another one. Yeah.
And I completely forgot Harrison Ford was in Cowboys and Aliens.
I did too.
It's been so long since I watched it.
I did too. All I remember.
And also, wasn't the alien the James Bond?
Was he an alien?
I think
I
so.
thought he was a cowboy.
I'm looking it up.
You're talking about
I'm
the
looking
guy,
it up.
the Benoit Blanc.
Benoit.
Yeah, because wasn't the lady that directed
Olivia
Don't Worry,
Wilde.
Darling, or whatever? Wasn't she the alien? She was naked in it, but like she wasn't though. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It was right after Tron,
Oh my god.
and it was like,
This
well,
is hilarious.
she looks like an alien. She got a big ass forehead.
Sam Rockwell's in it.
Do we need to
And
rewatch
Paul
Cowboys and
Dano.
Aliens?
What the crap?
I made fun of Olivia Wilde's forehead just now. I just wanted to point that out, and I'm sorry. I meant it in jest. All right, I didn't mean it for real.
Why?
Wait, hang on. Full stop. Didn't she cheat on Ted Lasso with Harry Styles? Didn't that happen? I need to know if I need to feel bad for making fun of her forehead or not. Let us know in the chat.
Yeah.
Somebody look it up on Google.
Look it up because I can't.
I know they broke up, but Ted Lasso, they were married.
Okay.
What's his name? Yeah, that guy.
Jason.
Statham.
Daniel Craig.
You gotta believe. You gotta believe. Jason Statham is Ted Lasso.
Jason Statham is the transporter.
Would you watch that if Ted Lasso, if they had to recast Ted Lasso and it was Jason Statham? Oh, I brought you biscuits this morning.
Cookies, but
Cookies and biscuits with the boss. I like it. Dominic Toretto. That's it.
God.
That's all I got.
Okay, we need to stop.
What else are we talking about? What are we talking about? He's the
Marvel?
president. He's the president in this.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah, it is weird.
It's gonna be interesting. Like I wonder what the idea is here for Captain America and the president of the United States being at odds.
I'm
What's up?
sorry. I just clicked on Olivia Wilde and like all these top stories started popping up.
All right, well, stick with me here, Maggie. So in the dynamics of the MCU,
Mm-hmm.
Captain America and the president of the United States are at odds with each other. So do you think that's going to be like built off of anything like recent history?
I don't know. What kind of history does Sam have with him?
In like America, like real world history. Like, do you think like like they're going to be kind of playing into like the political divide between like somebody like Thunderbolt Ross and someone like Sam Wilson? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean. I mean,
That'd be kind of cool.
it would be kind of cool.
If Disney was like, you know what, let's F some S up. We gotta give it like 20 minutes before I start cussing. All right. Even though
20
I said
minutes for the coffee to kick in.
I said big ass forehead.
Is the cat out of the box, Jeriana? She put an emoji. It's a cat out of the box.
Oh, I like it. Like Schrodinger's cat.
I mean, that's what I think it means. Cat
Box.
Cat's out of box.
Like a litter box.
No. We're not going down that road again.
You mentioned Tom Holland's Peter Parker. Spider-Man No Way Home was such a huge hit, and I know Marvel Studios has the deal with Sony regarding that character. Do you have any updates on when we might be seeing Peter Parker again? Kevin Feige, all I will say is that we have the story. We have big ideas for that, and our writers are just putting pen to paper now. So, Spider-Man returning confirmed?
Eh?
I mean, that's what it sounds like. Because we didn't know. I mean, his contract was up with No Way Home. And then he was like, I'm retiring. He was like,
oh, well, him and Zendaya's like, we're buying a house.
He's
We're
like,
going to be a family.
Zendaya's got this. I'm retiring for a bit, guys. I did that movie with Mark Wahlberg and I just lost my taste for acting.
Wow.
Yeah, maybe, I feel bad for Tom Holland. He was in Uncharted. And then he turns on HBO one Sunday night and he sees The Last of Us. And he's like, why couldn't my PlayStation movie have been like that? Why couldn't it have been good instead of the fine movie that I did? It was fine. It was fun.
It was fine.
I mean, it came out in digital.
Flying, but helicopters carrying a big old pirate ship. Flying it through there.
Yep.
Filled with gold.
Which do you like more, Uncharted or The Last of Us?
Wait, which one do I like more?
Yeah.
The Last of Us.
Okay, just wanted to check.
God.
And it's like one's Indiana Jones and one's The Road. You know what I mean? Right. What? That's what Uncharted is supposed to be.
But it's not.
Maggie, listen.
No,
okay?
Matt, listen.
No. You listen
No,
here,
you listen.
lady.
You listen.
Uncharted was made to be the video game equivalent of Indiana Jones.
I agree with that. That video game.
I know, but then they were like, hey, you know that video game, what if we turned it into a movie? And that's what we got.
Should have been a show.
Should it? I mean,
should have been a show. You could have carried on the mysteries for a whole lot longer.
I don't know. We'll see. Tell you what, let's wait to say that until we watch the Twisted Metal show on Peacock. And then we'll say whether or not it needed
Twisted Metal.
There's
an ice cream truck.
There will be. Are you excited for Tom Holland's return as Spider-Man? Maybe?
F yeah.
So what do we think? Do we think he doesn't come back until Secret Wars? Or do we think Kang, the League of Kang, or what?
The League King of Dynasty.
The League of Kangstraordinary Gentle Kings. That's what I'm calling it from now on. It's been copywritten.
I'm calling it the King Kang Kong.
It's been copywritten. I copywrote it. All right.
King Kang Kong.
I'm telling you. Think about it. The League of Kangstraordinary.
All right.
Gentle Kings.
I think more or less everybody's going to guess it's going to be Secret Wars.
Do you think we get like another standalone Spider-Man movie before we get Spider-Man and Avengers movie?
If Frizzy hair would let us.
Who's really in there? Amy Pascal?
Yeah, the crazy lady at Sony.
Jesus.
She's got some wild hair, man. She needs to tame it.
You need to learn some of these people's names. Right?
I can't remember her name.
You can't rely on me to throw out Amy Pascal as if I know who the hell you're talking about, all right?
You knew it, though.
I did.
Look at you.
I can't remember our daughter's birthday, but I can remember Amy Pascal's name. Entertainment Weekly. Are there any other projects we didn't talk about that you're particularly excited for? Kevin Feige. The only other one in terms of me personally and my 23-year history is the Fantastic Four. We sort of talked about mutants and that whole aspect of the Marvel world, but Fantastic Four is the foundation of everything that came after in the comics. There's certainly been versions of it on screen, but never inhabiting the storytelling of the MCU. And there's something that is really exciting for us. People will start to hear more about that soon. We plan on that being a big pillar of the MCU going forward, just the way they've been in the comics for 50 or 60 years. And that's the thing. How we feel about Fantastic Four.
I'm pumped.
I mean, the fact that...
Let's do it right, y'all.
Hey.
No beam going into the sky.
Hey. Half of Fan Four Stick was good.
I agree with you,
but then
it just... The last part.
Maggie.
Last act.
The last half. It was, I mean...
and also that the girl in it, her wig, like, it changed.
That was the second half. That was when Fox came in and was like, hey, we're changing everything.
You can't have this.
Basically. That's basically what happened. They were like, oh, no, you're turning this into a horror movie? And he was like, yeah.
Should have been.
I made Chronicle. Did you watch the movie that you hired me for this?
No, it just made money.
Basically. And it didn't make that much money, but I mean, it was fun. Chronicle was fantastic. First half of Fan Four Stick is fantastic. And I mean, I'm an apologist. I'm an apologist for the original Fantastic Four films. Silver Surfer, he looks great.
Yeah.
It's dumb. It's dumb as shit, but
I would laugh.
Did you say it's Cap?
It's Cap.
Cap is the fire, Johnny Storm.
Oh, whoops.
Yeah, Silver Surfer is a totally different guy.
You gotta leave me be.
He's that fish guy from Hellboy.
Yeah.
And Star Trek Discovery.
Sure, yeah.
What was you gonna say? You'd laugh what?
If Johnny.
Yeah.
Chris
Johnny,
Evans.
Johnny
yes.
Storm.
I was trying to think of the right Chris.
Yeah. Yeah.
Chris Evans showed up in Secret Wars as Johnny.
I mean, that's what I want.
It.
That's what I want. This is what I think you do. Okay, Secret Wars, just go balls out. All right.
Yeah.
Because here's what's gonna happen. Post Secret Wars, Kevin Feige's hanging up the ball cap and retiring, and he's like, "I'm done with this shit. I've done all I could.
Hey,
it's
James
over."
Gunn, we're handing it off to you.
And like, you know, so you get everybody back. You get Wesley Snipes, Blade. You know, you get Patrick Stewart again. You get the Fantastic Four people from that one version of Fantastic Four that they made
from
in the 90s that
yeah.
never got released. You get them back in it.
Oh,
all right?
God.
You bring in Ang Lee's Hulk. All right? I'm talking Eric Bana.
I bring in the Hulk doggies.
Here's what I'm saying. Ready? Bring back Edward Norton. All right? Do it, cowards. Do it.
You look different.
but it's him and Mark Ruffalo.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? It's like I'm looking in a mirror.
Yeah.
Like
they should do that. That'd be hilarious.
That'd be ridiculous.
Wow.
No, do it all.
It's like we're twins.
Secret Wars is when you can combine everything. All right. Secret Wars is the collapse of the multiverse. Okay. That's what you do. You bring every iteration that you have the rights to, which is pretty much everything, and you throw them all in there like a kid's toy box. You shake it around for 3 hours. We say the end, and then the universe resets, and none of it mattered anyway, because now we're in a new universe, and it doesn't matter. Why not have 1994's animated Spider-Man running around with everybody else? Spider-Blood.
Spider-Blood.
Any other thoughts about any of it?
Give us Spider-Gwen. That's what I want. Just let Emma Stone just walk through and be... You all right?
Yeah.
It was a little bit strong.
No.
Sweet.
it was the
foam?
Yep. There it is.
I made extra foamy.
Foamy.
Let Emma Stone walk through. Dress as Spider-Gwen.
This is what you do, okay?
That's what I want.
Everybody close your eyes. But keep the video playing. All right, here you go. This is what you do.
Wow.
All
right.
Secret Wars.
Yeah.
Everybody's fine. Right? It's like the portal scene turned up to like 1 billion on acid. All right.
Okay.
That's how bananas everything's getting. Okay. And you see Andrew Garfield, right?
Yeah.
And he comes swinging in, and he's like, "Oh my God, I'm Spider-Man, and what? This is crazy! Oh my God, there's Paul Giamatti as Rhino again. This is wild."
Hey, there's the other Spider-Man.
But then, right?
Yeah.
He gets thrown off of something.
Yes.
Right? And he's out of web shooters. And he's like, "Oh shit, this is how I die." And like it starts playing The Who. And it's like, "You're probably wondering how I got here." It doesn't do that. But he's falling, and then right before he's about to hit the ground, he gets caught. And it's Spider-Gwen. And like, but she's got her mask on and stuff, and then she takes it off. And he's like, "Gwen?" And she's like, "Peter?" Because it turns out her Peter also looked like Andrew Garfield. And so then they're
together
like,
forever.
And they get back together. And like, it doesn't matter. Like, it's not real. Like, it's not really her, but that doesn't matter. You know? It's just, it's like, I keep referencing this, but it's like, not at the museum too. Like when Ben Stiller,
walk it out of here.
When Ben Stiller ends up with Amy Adams, and it's like, she's not Amelia Earhart. She's not even related to Amelia Earhart. She just kind of looks like the mannequin that became Amelia Earhart last night.
She's attracted to.
And we're supposed to feel good about that. So that's what we do. All right.
It's Amy Adams.
Boom. Why not?
Why not? Hot mannequin. Let's go.
Then you close. Wait. I think you took the wrong point away from that story I was trying to get to. Wait, are we remaking Mannequin with... I totally lost his name. I wanted to say...
Ben Stiller?
No, I wanted to say Andrew Goldfarb, but I know that's not it at all. What is name? Garfield, the cat.
The
yeah.
cat. I hate Mondays.
So we're remaking Mannequin.
Yeah.
With
Garfield.
Andrew Garfield.
I love lasagna.
And what's her name?
Emma Stone.
Emma Stone. There it is. All right. Sounds like a plan. Hey, you know what else sounds like a plan? This word from our sponsors.
This episode is brought to you by patreon.com/hopefullyawesome.
That's right. At the $5 tier, you can have access to every episode we make ad-free and have your name listed in the credits of every video. At $10, you'll be able to get access to our all-new exclusive shows right here on patreon.com/hopefullyawesome. Those include Hopefully Weekly, a weekly show where Maggie and I catch up on all the things that's happened over the past week, both in our life and in the world around us. Family Game Night, a weekly show where Maggie and I will play a variety of board games, from Blockbuster Party Game all the way to Fast and the Furious Heist Game, whatever that is.
Highway Heist.
The Hopefully Awesome movie commentary that we'll do once a month, where Maggie and I will watch one of our favorite films and then record us talking about it over it. Kind of like a mix between Mystery Science Theater 3000 and, just us goofing off and talking about nothing related to the film. And lastly, Matt plus Maggie. This is our monthly show where Maggie and I talk about our relationship. I don't think we'll be giving any advice, but hey, tune in. It'll be fun. And if you want to go above and beyond at the $25 level, not only do you get everything that we've just talked about, but you also get a verbal shout out as our Patreon producer of the entire month. All this and more.
So sign up at patreon.com/hopefullyawesome today. Oh God.
We're back.
Oh Lord.
Yeah.
I was touching the ceiling.
Kiss the sky.
Dancing on the ceiling.
So we actually, the little inside baseball for you. We updated our camera angles, and I forgot to fix that one. So there you go. Will others be like that?
Who knows?
We'll find out together, everybody. Moving on. Story number 2. We're just now in story number 2.
Oh Lord. Look at that. Look at that.
Disney's 100. Beautiful 360p image that we have stretched out here.
Tinkerbell's going to go into my cup.
Oh.
See?
I just got what you were saying. That's...
Yeah.
You're funny. Via the Hollywood Reporter, how much is too much Marvel and Star Wars? Disney rethinks franchise output. All right, so this first bit, I actually, it said, blah, 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 as Bob Iger said, blah, 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 right? It hyperlinked to a story from Bloomberg. So I pulled the next, 3 sentences from Bloomberg, and then would jump back to the Hollywood Reporter. So, during the Walt Disney Company's Q1 23 earnings, FY23, I don't know, that's why I don't read Bloomberg, results call, Disney CEO Bob Iger seemed to admit the company has a quality problem with many of its major brands and franchises. Iger said, and additionally, we're going to lean more into our franchises, our core franchises, and our brands. I talked about curation in general entertainment. We have to be better at curating the Disney and the Pixar and the Marvel and the Star Wars of it all. And of course, reduce costs on everything that we make. While we are extremely what's proud on the screen, I guess it's supposed to be, while we're extremely proud of what's on the screen, it's gotten to a point where it's extraordinarily expensive. We want all the quality. We want the quality on the screen, but we have to look at what that costs us, he continued. So, we're going to continue to go after subscriptions, but we're going to be more judicious about how we do that. We're going to look carefully at pricing, Iger said. We're going to reduce costs both in content and, of course, infrastructure. There's a lot that we're getting at that there. Marvel is... he's on a call, so I mean, he's... it's probably... It sounds...
up.
Yeah. Marvel is Disney's most important supplier of product, the subsidiary with the highest output, and under Iger's directive, it could feel cuts soonest. There's going to be a level of rigor on Marvel and across the entire company, one company insider says. Numbers matter now, and costs are going to be outlined and enforced.
Crap.
Yeah.
You can't go crazy.
So we're back in the Entertainment Weekly, Hollywood Reporter part of the story. At July's San Diego Comic-Con, Marvel chief Kevin Feige put the pedal to the metal when he outlined 5 Disney Plus shows for 2023. What if Season 2, Echo, Loki Season 2, Ironheart, and Agatha, Coven of Chaos. Now, sources tell The Hollywood Reporter that Loki Season 2 and the Samuel L. Jackson-led Secret Invasion are the only sure bets to debut this year. Even projects that wrapped months ago, such as the Hawkeye spinoff Echo and Wakanda Forever spinoff Ironheart, are unlikely to arrive in 2023, as the studio spreads out its content and tinkers in post-production. And shows in development such as Nova are now on a slower path. The Marvels was also delayed to November 10th after the story went live. So, yeah, that's as a point of comparison, during its Phase 4, Marvel Studios released a breakneck 18 projects across theatrical and streaming, 4 films and 5 TV shows in 2021, 3 films and 3 TV shows in 2022, plus a few specials. The studio released just 11 projects from Phase 3, which ran from 2016 to 2019. Star Wars, however, is facing the opposite challenge. After being absent from the big screen since 2019 and having had false starts with Patty Jenkins' Rogue Squadron, which may never materialize, Disney has ramped up its efforts to return the franchise to theaters. Damon Lindelof led a writer's room in July to hash out a story for a feature, and Taika Waititi is still developing his own take on the franchise. Disney is expected to unveil film plans at Star Wars Celebration set for April in London. G'day, mate. On top of Season 3 of The Mandalorian, shows expected to hit the streaming service this year include Ahsoka, starring Rosario Dawson, and the John Watts-produced Skeleton Crew. Lucasfilm may ramp up, but it will have to abide by the same fiscal discipline as the rest of the company, says the insider. Observers are calling it a massive correction from only a few years ago, when the entertainment industry was hell-bent on giving consumers endless amounts to watch and spending endlessly in doing so. You can have 10 mediocre shows, or you can have 5 great shows, says one agency partner whose clients work on the franchise plays. People will still stay on Disney+. On the animation front, 2022 was a tough one for Disney, which saw Pixar's Lightyear underperform because it sucked, and Disney's animation Strange World outright bomb. Iger announced 3 new sequels to $1 billion brands Toy Story, Frozen, and Zootopia, and Disney insiders have acknowledged recent box office woes were exacerbated by confusion in the marketplace from families who were trained during the pandemic to wait for animated features to end up on Disney+. There is talk of longer theatrical windows for Elemental, which comes out on June 16th, and Disney's Animation's Wish, which comes out on November 22nd, in hopes of luring families back to the theaters. The pullback on Disney Plus is coming amid an industry-wide shift in rethinking the best way to achieve profitability in streaming. Adds one producer working on multiple projects around town, every studio and streamer is being forced to behave fiscally responsibly. The end. Thoughts?
Drink and drive responsibly.
Wow. Wow. After all that,
Yeah.
that's all you got for me.
Yeah.
Well done.
I'm retiring.
Just kidding. That was terrible. Okay, so thoughts. They also fired 7,000 people. I couldn't get like stats for any of that, but like they announced that they're going to be firing 7,000.
And apparently, the cast members at the parks are wanting a raise.
I mean, do you blame them?
I don't blame them.
If I had a little kid piss on me, I probably would want to get like $20 an hour too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm just assuming.
I can't remember what it was, but
I can't imagine they see like hundreds of kids an hour and not once have they had a kid have an accident on them.
I don't know, man.
Can't imagine.
I don't know.
Anyway, let's look at TikTok. I'm sure somebody on TikTok will tell us.
Anyways, I mean, thinking about, inflation.
Oh boy.
That's such an inflated term. But I mean, things have costs have went up about some stuff.
Yeah.
It's slowly coming down, but paying people more people, and you're using that money to do more stuff, and you need to cut back. Okay. I'm sorry. The caffeine is running through me right now.
I love it.
And I'm like a cat on a hot tin roof. Just ready to just scream out. But I mean, I understand it's quality over quantity.
Yeah, I guess. It sounds like it's just less quantity overall. They're like, oh, wait, we could just not make things and people still pay for it.
I mean,
They're not wrong.
They're not wrong.
But let me tell you, my friends, it's a slippery slope. One day, you're Disney Plus living large on Mandalorian Season 3. Next day, you're HBO Max, and I can't watch Elmo's late night show with my daughter anymore. All right? Thanks a lot, David Zaslav, you piece of human garbage. I don't know. He's probably not, but I mean, I still can't watch it.
I don't know. He got rid of Batgirl.
That's true. But even James Gunn was like,
Black Adam. And they still let it in.
Well, that's Anyway, we're getting off track here. I don't know. I guess we're seeing that pendulum swing, right?
Yeah.
Like everybody's like, oh, streaming's the new gold rush. Everybody get a streaming service going.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how you get Paramount Plus. Tubi. What was the one?
Roku?
No.
Nope. That's on a website.
One. The
Tubi.
one.
Yeah, it's
It wasn't Tubi. What was the one?
I don't know which one are you talking about.
Like you can watch it. Quibi. That's what it is.
Start with a Q. That's all I know.
Yeah. But John Ratzenberger.
Yeah.
That's who it was.
And who bought it? Was it
Roku, I believe.
Roku bought it, and all the shows are on Roku?
Yeah. Because you could watch the Weird Al movie and then follow it up with Sam Raimi's America or some shit. I don't even know. Yeah, he did. There's gonna be 50 stories.
Oh,
one for each state.
Why?
Destined to fail.
Destined
to fail.
Did it have Bruce Campbell in it?
I mean, surely to God, right? I had to.
Best friends for like 20 plus years.
So, as far as the Disney part of this story, like I said when we was talking about Marvel, it is interesting that Kevin Feige came out like a week before this and was like, "Yeah, I mean, we're wanting to give everybody some space, let everybody really enjoy things."
He's covering the tracks for old boss man.
I guess he's wanting to come across like it's not destroying everything they've worked for.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, here's the other thing. All right, not to be like, but like, Endgame is the second highest grossing movie of all time.
Yeah.
So like, you're gonna cut that studio's money? Like, this, what this reminds me of? Superman 4. All right, when they were like, "We got the rights, everybody.
Let's go.
Here's what we're gonna do.
We're gonna burn it up.
Now we gotta spend a lot of money to get old Christopher Reeves back, and we gotta spend a lot of money to get Jackie Gleason or whoever the hell played Lex Luthor. I don't even remember anymore. I know who it is. I just don't care to think about the name. But they spent all that money, and they're like, "Oh, we gotta cut back somewhere." Where we should cut back? The special effects budget. Because, I mean, it's just Superman. Nobody's going to watch it for the special effects. And then they literally reuse the same shot, like, I think it's like 20 or 30 times in it. And it's just Superman flying at the screen. And, like, it's the exact same shot every time. Yeah, it's terrible. It's terrible. And it looked terrible. And the movie was terrible. And it destroyed the franchise until 2006 when Superman Returns came out. All right?
And then it destroyed it again.
Yeah. It did. And then we only got Man of Steel since then. And then Black Adam destroyed that. Think about it, Maggie. That's what this reminds me of.
What is it?
So I'm saying we are
self-destructing themselves.
Yes. I'm saying that we have entered into Bob Iger's villain phase.
Ooh.
Who did play Lex Luthor in those movies? Why can I not think of it?
He's in Birdcage.
Yeah.
Wait,
he was in Birdcage?
The original Lex?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty certain it's him.
Really?
Yeah.
He's also in that movie with Will Smith. State of Empire, state of play, state of mind. I don't know.
Keep going, Matt.
State of the Union. I don't know. Something. What is his name? This is important.
So many Supermans.
Is Superman the movie?
Wait, what? Mark Harmon played what? Oh my god! Superman, the movie. I'm sorry.
How do you not? Okay, all right. We're gonna stop for just a second here. Okay, Maggie and I are gonna have a conversation.
I got sidetracked, everybody. I'm sorry. Gene Hackman.
Gene Hackman. What movie was he in with Will Smith?
Oh god.
Was it AI? It wasn't AI.
Enemy of the State.
Enemy of the State. Yeah, Seth Green's in that movie.
Really? I've never watched that.
Really?
Yeah.
Brody from Mallrats gives Will Smith a disc, and it has all the government secrets. So he's got to go see Jackie Gleason, and they got to send this disc straight, boom, pow, right to the moon. I don't know. Something like that happened.
To hell?
It's kind of like The Core, but nothing like The Core at all.
Oh God, not The Core.
Anyway, no, sorry. It's like I was saying. We're gonna have a conversation. Everybody, talk amongst yourselves. Maggie, how do you use Google? Like, what do you type in? Like, what was the first thing you typed in?
I put Superman.
You just put Superman. Not the movie.
Not the movie.
Not even like Superman Lex Luthor?
No. Just Superman.
Not even. Oh my God.
Honey, I'm like high on caffeine right now.
That's.
My heart is racing.
You know what?
I feel alive.
I'm gonna build a little PowerPoint. I'm gonna teach you how to use Google. Okay.
I'm usually better than that. Please don't.
Let me.
The Chromebook worked before you touched it.
Not in front of company, okay? Not in front of them. Not in front of them. Right? We keep our faces up for everybody. Don't worry. I have this on mute. They can't hear any of this right now.
It's Paul Rudd.
I know that's Paul Rudd.
Look at little Paul Rudd.
Speaking of Paul Rudd, anything else you'd like to say about whatever the hell this news story was?
Big Boss Bob has big bitch boss energy.
It's time for the main topic.
Oh, I feel like I'm gonna throw up.
All right, everybody. Today's main topic is Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania, which we have an image for at some point. Hey, there it is.
All right. Ants. Ant-Man.
The best promo in the history of Marvel. Just throwing that out there. Yeah, so, hey, we went and watched Ant-Man and the Wasp. What we're going to do, if this is your first time joining us for one of our reviews, essentially, we'll begin with a spoiler-free version of our review, where we're going to talk no spoilers. And then once we talk about that, we will then go into spoilers. And you will know it's spoilers because this image will pop up right there. Yeah, look at that.
Look at that.
Made that.
Look at them letters.
Took me all of 45 seconds to make that PNG. And I had to send it through Gmail just to download. Anyway, it doesn't matter. So we'll then go into spoilers. And then after spoilers, we will come back and add Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania to our spring 2023 ranking. So we got 2 movies to add to that list.
Ooh.
Yeah. The first time we're ranking films in spring 2023. So, and we'll be adding it to our Marvel ranking also.
Oh, no.
Now, when we get into the ranking, we're not going to talk spoilers. So, pre-spoilers, you're good. Post-spoilers, you're good. So, keep that in mind. Maggie. Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania came out this past weekend. We went and watched it on early Thursday show. Nobody in the theater, which was fantastic.
Yeah, that was nice.
We were told that, it's got a 47 on Rotten Tomatoes.
55%.
This movie's a piece of garbage. And we went and watched it. And Maggie, what'd you think?
Who would have thought? It was amazing.
Not me.
It was amazing. I thought it was amazing. It was fun. Like, it started off weird, and I liked that. You know?
Anytime
Weird.
a movie starts with the Welcome Back Kotter theme song, you
Yeah,
know you're in
that's
for
hilarious.
a banger. Is that a spoiler? I wouldn't say that's a spoiler.
I mean,
That's as spoilery as I'm going to get. I'm pretty sure it's in the trailer.
I think it is too.
Yeah, but it's not Welcome Back Kotter. It's, wow, wow, wow. Goodbye, Yellow Brick Road.
Anyways.
Rocket Man's such a good movie.
Yeah, it is. But we're talking about Ant-Man. Right?
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Ant-Man.
I'm the Ant-Man. Ant-Man. All right, we can't do this for an hour.
my god. Anyways,
Yes.
I had a good time with it. I thought it was fun.
Yeah.
I thought it was good from start to end.
Ooh, okay. From ant to man.
Hey Matt,
Huh.
did you know that in every giant there's an ant?
That was terrible.
Oh,
Did you know in every Quantumania there's an Ant-Man?
I know. Hey, we got somebody in chat. Northern Viking King says number 1 and number 2 seen it. Number 3 haven't seen it. Hey,
No spoilers
there's
yet.
no spoilers.
Yeah, we'll be getting into spoilers later. But hey, welcome to the show.
Yeah.
They've been hanging out in some of our posts recently on YouTube.
Ooh.
Yeah. Hey, welcome. So yes, you liked it start to finish from ant to man.
Yeah.
I would agree that, going in, I was hopeful that it would be really good. I like all the Ant-Man movies.
Yeah, I'm always enjoying them.
They've said this in kind of the pre-marketing, I guess, that Ant-Man is usually the palate cleanser.
Yeah.
Like we get what was it, Age of Ultron, and then we got Ant-Man, and then we got Infinity War, and then we got Ant-Man and the Wasp. And so like this one getting to be like the big budget Ant-Man movie,
Yeah.
I didn't really know what to expect.
Yeah.
Excuse me. And honestly, I thought it was great. I will say this. It is really freaking weird. Okay?
It is.
Like, it is very strange in the best possible way. And I love that.
Yeah, I did too.
I love it.
I do too.
But it's very weird. Like, I love how weird it is, but I cannot stress enough
it's really weird.
how weird this movie is, okay? Even the buildings are weird. That's all I'm going to say. All right? It's weird. It's just weird.
It's weird.
It reminds me of like the first time I watched Star Wars as a kid. And I was like, what? Like, what is that guy with like the weird face? He's like,
oh my God.
Yeah.
I know what the weirdness remind me of.
Never Ending Story Part 2.
No, I never watched any of those. Adventure Time. Adventure Time. It's got that weirdness to it, like Adventure Time.
I don't know. It felt more like a Rick and Morty than a Adventure Time.
No, not to me.
Okay. Well, I mean, to each their own. But I will say, even though the weirdness was palpable,
Yeah.
it also had heart.
Yes, it did.
It never,
a lot.
it never lost its heart. And I'll say from start to finish, there was no fluff.
Yeah.
Like very, very, very little fluff. I can think of like one scene that was a little fluffy, but post fluffy, it was no, not so much on the fluffiness. Yeah. You know what I mean? I have no idea if that sentence actually meant anything. Just so we're clear.
I got Jonathan Majors.
Jonathan Majors.
Jonathan Majors.
Fantastic. Obviously.
Fantastic.
I mean, come on. He stole the show.
Yeah, he
easily.
Did. He did.
I mean, he didn't even have to try.
No.
Like, he just was everything.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm talking about, we have a movie with a dude with a gigantic head. And, like, I can't stop looking at Jonathan Majors, okay? Like, that's what I mean.
Pretty. I
mean, it's fantastic.
I don't know how I'm going to watch Creed 3.
Why'd they have to cancel the Cthulhu show? What was that? Yeah, that guy, the writer. Lovecraft
Country.
Country.
Yeah.
It was great.
It was
a little weird. in some parts. Like the part where like
the ghost house was weird.
That episode was great, but I feel like there was like somehow like incest or something. I don't know.
Anyways.
Not with any of them, but like within the house
of
Lovecraft or whatever.
Yeah.
I just want to see Cthulhu. I think that's the main reason I didn't want that show to get canceled. But obviously, Jonathan Majors fantastic. Yeah, and he kills it. Completely different version of himself than what we got in Loki. Obviously.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I mean, just it's like night and day. Like the Loki the Kang we saw in Loki feels more like almost whimsical compared to the one we got in this.
Yeah.
You know. And it was just really interesting. Their take
chill.
on it. Did you? I feel like and this isn't a spoiler. Obviously, the movie's called Quantumania. We go into the quantum realm.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert, right?
Oh.
Did you ever feel like? Okay, how can I put this? I never felt like we were watching a normal size movie. Everything always felt small.
Yeah.
And I guess it's supposed to.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. Like it felt like okay, how can I explain this? You remember watching Honey I Shrunk the Kids as a kid?
Yeah.
And like, you know, they're outside and they're eating that giant oatmeal pie, right?
Yeah.
And the ant's like and it fights a scorpion.
Yeah.
Like how'd that scorpion
Go Auntie.
like that scorpion just hanging out in the backyard? That's kind of insane, right?
Yeah.
And so I don't know, it didn't feel like they were trying to make it like that. And like none of the buildings like looked like Lego pieces or anything, but I don't know. It felt like it was always so small, even though they kind of specifically call out the fact that the quantum realm is actually a different thing. It's not just a tiny place. It's actually like an alternate dimension or some crap. I don't even know. It's something about physics.
It's a universe underneath ours.
But in order to get through the doorway to it, you have to get super small.
Yeah.
It's not that the place itself is super small. It's like the Mad Hatter and all that.
Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah, remember she got to get through that little door.
Yeah.
It's like that, but Wonderland itself was big.
Yeah.
It was a land.
The flowers are humongous.
It was a land of wonder.
So, is Alice in Wonderland about the quantum realm?
Yes. Let's see how far the rabbit hole goes. Remember,
Interesting fact about the author that wrote Alice in Wonderland.
was it H.P. Lovecraft?
No, it was Lewis Carroll. The Queen of England at that time, when the book came out, she loved it so much that she wanted every book that he had ever written. And he had only written, before Alice in Wonderland, math books.
Math books?
Yeah, he was a mathematician. I'm a nerd. I'm sorry.
Man,
Geek.
It's like all this energy I had talking about this movie just got sucked out of there. Oh, that was weird.
Sorry. Sorry.
Okay. I will say I enjoyed the addition of Cassie on this adventure.
Yes.
I thought that was fun. Especially leaning into, you know, one of the sadder parts of Endgame.
Yeah.
The fact that he missed out on her life and stuff.
Mm.
I feel like they didn't push it as far as I was wanting. Like, I really wish they would have just, like, ripped my heart out, you know?
Yeah.
And they didn't. You have an eyelash right there. Got it.
Thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome. But, you know, I thought they did a good job.
Yeah. I think so, too.
I don't really...
And seeing Scott trying... Well, no, that's a spoiler.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm stopping myself.
No spoilers. Still not yet. We're getting ready to get into spoilers. But yeah. I don't... Is it bad that I don't really want to call out any of the other cast? I mean, I thought Hank did great. He was great in it. He had some good stuff. He's kind of in the background in this one a little bit.
I love it.
Yeah. Wasp.
Yeah.
Kind of super unutilized.
Yeah.
You know. That's it.
Michelle Pfeiffer did good.
Michelle Pfeiffer did good. I feel like, honestly, it feels like, you know, because Scott and Cassie were together, and like, can't think of the Wasp name, but her and her mom and dad were together, and it almost felt like we're kind of supposed to get these two like family stories, you know, of like,
yeah,
like connecting with your family. And And like, I don't know. I feel like we definitely got on the Cassie and Scott side, but I feel like the Pym side was kind of lacking.
Yeah.
I mean, they definitely were doing it. It just didn't.
It wasn't hitting as hard.
Yeah, it didn't go anywhere, you know. And if it was supposed to be like a parallel, I just feel like it didn't actually.
Yeah.
Didn't hit.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah. Honestly, again, Kang was fantastic. You know, there were some themes lacking, I guess. Like, you know, there wasn't really a reason for Kang to be like the bad guy. Like, there was nothing specific to Kang needing to be this bad guy, or like anything specific to Kang's story that would kind of match up with Scott's story. You know, it's like a mirror to Scott. Like, oh, hey, if you do this, you're gonna end up like that. You know, which is fine. I mean, sometimes it can just be an antagonist, but like thematically, it just didn't really all match up together. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I didn't feel like it. I didn't feel like the story needed. Like, I didn't feel like Kang was integral to the story. Like, it could have been anybody. Could have only been MODOK. And just MODOK be everything that Kang did.
Oh, gosh.
Don't even get me started on MODOK.
Let's get started on MODOK. Let's go.
You want to do spoilers?
Let's go.
All right, everybody. We are getting into spoilers. So, here in the next few minutes, we will be talking through spoilers. But after that, we will come back. You will know that we are talking spoilers because the tag will be on there. But after that, we will be coming back and adding Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania to our MCU ranking as well as our spring 2023 ranking. So, if you do not want to be spoiled, be sure and come back probably like 5 minutes or so. Just, I mean, if you want to mute it and wait for the tag to go down, that's fine, or whatever. But either way, we're getting into spoilers right now. So, everybody, here it comes.
Jack in.
Spoilers. I can't believe... Everybody gone? We're in spoilers. I'm giving them a few more seconds.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Can't believe Scott was dead the whole time.
I know. And
I can't
Wasp was dead.
I can't believe Kate didn't pick Sawyer at the end. Nah, I'm just kidding. I make that joke every time. Yeah. So, okay. MODOK. Like
Darren.
Like I loved it and hated it,
God,
but loved it.
Me the hell out.
Like, but that's what I loved about it, right?
Yeah.
Like,
well, it's supposed to be like that. It's supposed to be unsettling.
Like, it kind of reminded me of when Cassie got the rabbit, the stuffed rabbit in the first one.
Oh yeah.
She's like, it's so ugly. I love it. Like,
yeah.
I think that's what MODOK is supposed to be.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know if I feel like maybe Peyton Reed felt bad for the way he treated his character or something. It was like, let's give him something else.
Stretch out his face really big on Photoshop.
Oh my god, it was just not necessary.
And I love
at all.
And I love that every person that came down there with the Lang and Hank and them, that every person that interacted with him that knew him beforehand went, "Oh my god, Darren, what happened to you?"
And then you started going into it again.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And then probably one of my favorite parts of the movie is Cassie looking at him saying, "Darren, stop being a dick."
It's never too late to stop being a dick. Yeah. I love that he I mean, we're in spoilers.
He's like, "Okay, I'll stop being a dick."
Like when he dies at the end, and he's like, "At least I died in Avenger."
And Scott's standing there shaking his head. Yes.
Just so weird. Like, very weird. The other thing that was super weird for me was the buildings. Now, I love the buildings.
Yeah.
It reminded me of like Earthbound. Like, honestly, it reminded me of like some weird...
It showed the people like walking into them when Scott and Cassie got there, but then all of a sudden they started moving. Scott's like, "Wait, your buildings move," and that alien goes, "Your buildings are dead."
Oh, drink me.
Drink me. You can't understand me.
So weird. Oh my god. The only scene I thought was kind of semi fluffy was the one with what's his name?
Bill Murray.
Yeah, Bill Murray. Like, it was great.
Yeah,
I liked it. But like, that's the only scene that I was like, I mean, if it wasn't Bill Murray, this scene probably would have been at the very least edited down. And like, it didn't really add much to the story.
No, it didn't.
But no, I mean, as far as like Kang's motivation, like it just didn't really feel like it matched up thematically with anything going on. You know, like he gets kicked out of Kang World.
King Dynasty.
The league, what was it? The League of King Extraordinary Gentle Kings. He gets kicked out of that, right?
Yeah.
And like he's just like, I just wanna rule everything, you know? Yeah. And like then he spends all his time trying to do it, and then he almost does, and then that's it.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know, like for a movie, especially like, you know, Scott's side of it, where he's kind of a man out of Tom, right? And like he's lost this Tom with his daughter, right? And then you got like Wasp, who lost all this time with her mom, right? Like there's some parallels there. And then you got Kang, and I feel like they could have done something with that. I mean, he's a very timeless person, and like I just feel like it didn't do. There wasn't like no through line to that, you know. I feel like it was right there, and they just was like, nah. I mean, I don't know. Maybe that would have been a terrible movie. Who knows? But I don't know. Like, I don't know.
Giant ants.
The giant ants. Talk about giant ants.
Okay. So Hank has apparently shown his ant farm technology, and they had started using it.
You forget, Maggie. He didn't show them the technology. They developed their own technology.
No. I meant at the beginning when he has the ant farm.
Yeah.
Before they became.
They did that.
No, I thought he gave them the beginnings of it.
I know what you're saying, but no, they like, I think they were like, did something with Tom.
Yeah, it's whenever they went through the quantum.
No, I know, Maggie. I'm saying in the ant farm, the tech that they had developed. Like he talks, because he sets that in motion.
Yes,
that they've already made. This.
You know what I thought? Wherever it showed us, no.
That's what I thought of, like the civilization on Bender.
No, I didn't think. Where they showed the ants, I was like, well, the ants are going to be in this somewhere.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Foreshadowing at its finest.
You don't show a close up of the ants
but
for no reason.
The fact that Hank can understand them, like through that earpiece. And he's like, I kept on getting these weird signals this whole entire time. He said, I figured out it was the ants.
Oh my God.
And he said, and the ants told me that they lived like thousands of years of time, and they have developed. Wait, why is it blinking? Oh, it's doing that weird HDMI thing.
Oh, okay.
And they've lived thousands of years, and they've developed their own technology far superior than ours on Earth.
And then it was like a cyborg ant and stuff.
Yeah, they had a mecha ant.
Like, I gotta be honest, I didn't expect the ant part of Ant-Man to really play any part in this movie, but you know,
they killed off Anthony. Okay,
yeah,
so
and the other ant in the last one, I forget what his name was, but yeah. And like I don't know, I figured they're small. And we're in Quantumania, you know, like I just didn't really think Ant-Man, like the ants part, was really going to play any important role in this.
Ants.
And it did. It did. They brought the ants back. They did it. They did the damn thing with the ants. But then, like, I don't understand how, you know, the ants beat Kang. I'm sure some people will be pissed about that. I thought it's fine. I mean, who cares? But then, like, Kang just escapes somehow. And, like, they don't really talk about it. Because, I mean, there was, like, billions of ants, right?
on top of them.
And, like, they just...
All right, guys, he looks dead. Let's go.
I guess, right? And then he's like, oh, I'm going to get you, Scott.
We got to go talk to Hank and see if we can come back to Earth and be little again.
Now, do you wish, you know, at the end when he's kind of sitting there, he's like, wait, did I stop it? And, like, he starts having, like, a realization, like, oh, God, what did I do? Yeah. And he's like, I'm sure it'll be fine. Do you wish it would have actually, like, him went into like a I think you even said it in the theater, like an Iron Man 3 situation, where he has like PTSD.
Yeah, I mean that's what it was alluding to. You know, that he was.
But then he just is like,
because
fine.
It's Scott Lang. He carefree. I mean, he dropped everything, flew over to Germany to
fight with Cap.
To fight with Cap.
Yeah. None of the buddies in this one.
I know.
Yeah, I kind of missed them a little bit.
I know.
I mean,
I missed the main guy telling the story.
Michael Pena.
Yeah.
That would have been great.
I know my best one of my best friend's girlfriend's cousins, twice removed father, told me this.
It's so good.
Yes.
That was the best parts of those movies.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm glad they didn't like shoehorn them in there because
Yeah.
it honestly didn't feel like there was a good spot for them to really be.
No.
I'm glad we just immediately get to the quantum realm. I mean, it's like 5-10 minutes
Yeah.
in that we're already in the quantum realm,
Yeah, and also we get to see Scott Lang in full dad mode.
which is great.
I loved it so much.
I love his book.
It is book.
I'm gonna buy his book.
I want to listen to it. That's what I
don't
want to
know-
hear
I don't know
Paul
if-
Rudd read it.
I don't know if he's really gonna do that though. Like the book is real.
should.
He should.
Benedict Cumberbatch reads the Sherlock books in audio.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I mean, Benedict Cumberbatch can do stuff like that. Paul Rudd is like, he doesn't need it. You know what I
dare
mean?
you?
He doesn't need it.
It's right there with Breckenmeyer.
You know, outside of Doctor Strange, what has Benedict Cumberbatch done for me recently?
Smog.
Exactly. That
And
was
his brother
14 years
Hog.
ago. That was 14 years ago. I don't know. I'm assuming The Hobbit was a long time ago. In a galaxy far, far away.
Mhm.
No, I mean, of course, all that. We did post a short for everybody that can go check out where we did our reaction in theater to the post-credit scene. If you want to see our actual reaction in the theater. But suffice it to say, the first post-credit scene... Well, actually, let's talk about the second one first because it's got less to it. Loki.
It's Loki.
Loki
Owen
season
Wilson.
2. I still love seeing like I don't know, it's something, I don't know why, but there's something about seeing a show that I watch on TV being shown on a big screen that just makes me happy.
Yeah.
It reminds me of like going to watch Digimon the movie as a kid.
Yeah, well,
you know?
I mean, we really enjoyed Loki.
Yeah, I mean Loki's fantastic.
And-
My God, so good.
Oh my God, Owen Wilson. Hello.
Wow,
Wow.
Loki.
Are you sure
Oh,
this is the guy?
Wow, is that Jonathan Majors? Wow.
Are you sure this is
I
the
feel
guy?
like I was almost going Steve Zahn with it a little
I
bit.
think you sound like Jennifer Coolidge.
Oh gosh,
Is that him?
is that Loki? I'm done. I can't. So I'm intrigued that Jonathan Majors still going to be in Loki season 2.
Yeah.
Like I'm glad.
I'm glad too.
I'm just surprised he wasn't too big for it at this point.
I'm so happy he's getting so because I mean, there's gonna be so many versions of him
Yeah.
running around, and I love the fact that we're getting so much of him.
So now, kind of touching on that, the first post-credit scene with the League of King Extraordinary Gentle Kings.
The King Kongs.
Yes, that was really weird, right?
Yeah, it was. It was
Like, it
wild.
was-
I loved looking at because it's like they're like in a stadium,
Yeah.
and I loved as it like was panning out
Yeah.
to show how many there were in there.
Yeah.
But I loved watching all the different reactions that he had to film. They had to
Yeah.
film of him, like him being like incredibly, surprised and really happy
Yeah.
and
I feel like one kind
maniacally laughing. One of them looked like an alien version of him.
of, one kind of looked like an orc.
Yeah.
Orc.
Orc.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know Eric Voss did a breakdown of it, so I haven't watched anything. I didn't want to watch anything until we reviewed it because I didn't want to color our view of it. But so I'm definitely interested in looking at that. I will say, in the quick shot that we saw while we was there, I feel like the special effects weren't.
It wasn't as crisp as it should have been. Yeah, I agree.
It kind of reminded me. You remember that one MTV Movie Awards spoof of The Matrix Reloaded with Justin Timberlake and Sean William Scott?
Yes.
And when Sean William Scott is Agent Smith, and he has like 50 versions of himself, and he's like,
Yeah.
It reminded me of that.
Yeah.
Like it did look good, you know.
Yeah.
And so, like, I don't know. I'm sure, when I get to watch it on Disney Plus and 4K, IMAX, whatever, I'm sure I'll be like, oh, no, I was wrong.
Yeah.
But I don't know. In the moment, that's immediately what it made me think of.
Yeah.
I don't know. How do you feel about the League of King Extraordinary Gentle Kings?
I mean,
It's kind of weird seeing it in this context.
it is. It is
Right?
strange. I could understand seeing maybe what we saw at the beginning. Just a handful of them.
Yeah.
It
Or
was
even
really
in-
weird seeing an Egyptian one. I was
Mhm.
like, is this Moon Knight?
Or the one that was like
A cyborg?
yeah.
Yeah, that
Like it
was
looked like it was from
wild.
AI
Yeah.
in a bad way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, in Loki, like we got, several references to that, of course. Talking about like the old, the old ways and stuff. And like, I
Yeah.
liked that, but I don't know. It just felt weird.
Yeah.
Like,
it did.
just seeing all of them. I don't know. It reminded me of Rick and Morty.
Yeah.
And I know, obviously,
I agree.
this came before Rick and Morty, but I don't know. It just, I don't know how I'm going to like it. Are you okay? Oh, okay. Well, Maggie is passing a message on to me, so we're gonna keep this train rolling.
Yeah.
So anything else you'd like to say in spoilers?
No.
Okay. Well, now we will get back to the main thing. Spoilers are over. Welcome back, everybody. If you missed out on the spoilers, totally fine. Go back and check it out after you watch Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania. So now, let's talk about where we would rank Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania. So first up, we're going to add it to our spring ranking because we only have 2 movies and I feel like that'll be an easier conversation. The movies we're going to add this week are, of course, Ant-Man 3, and we watched Your Place or Mine.
Yeah, on Netflix.
It was all right.
Cute.
It was like a throwback to the 90s
Rom-coms.
rom-coms. Yeah. Not really like a great one.
Nah.
But I mean, like I wouldn't put it on level with like Serendipity. The Serendipity's a great movie.
I wouldn't put it on the same level as You've Got Mail.
No, for sure. Definitely not. Like what would you say it's on the level of?
I don't know, like, because it's based off of them falling in love in the early 2000s. So
I would almost say like Fever Pitch
yeah.
or Anger Management, where it's like it's good.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, I'm not like jonesing to go back and watch Anger Management.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Unless I want to see that GIF.
Oh yeah.
So where do you want to put? I mean, it's gonna be Ant-Man number 1, and Your Place or Mine, right? Okay.
Quantumania.
Quantumania.
And then
Your Place or Mine. All right.
It's cute.
Yeah, I would suggest watching it.
Steve Zahn's in it, man.
He's honestly the 2 best friends still the show.
Yeah.
And Steve Zahn's good, but
3 side characters: Minka, Alicia, and Zen.
Yeah,
which is Steve Zahn.
Yeah,
Minka's my favorite.
They're the best parts, and Ashton Kutcher was not irritating.
No,
I was surprised.
And I told Mass it's kind of sad seeing him this old.
Would you say this was better than Just Married?
I can barely remember Just Married.
Yeah. What about that one where him and Cameron Diaz were in Vegas?
What happens in Vegas?
And he peed in the...
It's What Happens in Vegas. That's what it's called.
Yeah, that's it.
Is Just Married with Brittany Murphy?
Yes.
Okay.
And they just get married.
Yeah. Lord, I can barely remember that movie though. It's so weird. So weird.
So weird. There we go. It's asking me to sign in. Sorry.
It's okay.
I was like, why is it not loading up? Okay. So now we are going to add Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania to our MCU ranking. We'll recap the current ranking for everybody. This is our top 41.
I doubled my move goal.
Did you really?
It's probably because my heart's racing.
All right. So I'm going to set this like this.
Oh, Lord. The Marvel one?
Here we go. Number 41, Thor. Number 40, Thor the Dark World. Number 39, Black Widow. Number 38, What If. Number 37, Iron Man 2. Number 36, The Incredible Hulk. Number 35, Iron Man 3. Number 34, Avengers Age of Ultron. Number 33, The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Number 32, Moon Knight. Number 31, I'm Groot. Number 30, Black Panther Wakanda Forever. Number 29, Ant-Man and the Wasp. Number 28, Eternals. Number 27, Iron Man. Number 26, Avengers. Number 25, Captain America, the first Avenger. Number 24, Hawkeye. Number 23, Werewolf by Night. Number 22, WandaVision. Number 21, Ms. Marvel. Number 20, She-Hulk, Attorney at Law. Number 19, Ant-Man. Number 18, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Number 17, Captain America, the Winter Soldier. Number 16, Spider-Man, Far From Home. Oh, lordy day.
You want me to take over?
No, I got it. Number 15, Doctor Strange. Number 14, Black Panther. Number 13, Captain Marvel. Number 12, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Number 11, Loki. Number 10, Shang-Chi. Number 9, Thor Love and Thunder. Number 8, Thor Ragnarok. Number 7, The Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special. Number 6, Spider-Man Homecoming. Number 5, Guardians of the Galaxy. Number 4, Civil War. Number 3, Infinity War. Number 2, Spider-Man No Way Home. And at number 1, Avengers Endgame. All right, so, Maggie, where are we feeling Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania?
I was trying to listen to the numbers and what was through there.
Again, no spoilers.
Yeah,
We're not
I
spoiling
know.
anything. I'm just letting the audience know.
Can
I see it also?
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry. I got to be able to see it too.
Okay.
All right. I'm thinking it's like somewhere in the 20s.
In the 20s, really?
Maybe.
No,
I don't know. Like, cause
hit me with it.
Cause like, I'm thinking about Loki.
Yeah.
And like, Loki's really good, and it introduces Kang. But then I'm like, is it better than Loki?
No.
And then Multiverse of Madness.
Okay. Let's tell you what.
That's where I'm working from.
Okay.
Because I know up here, nah.
Well, let's start at Hawkeye. Would you say it's better or worse than Hawkeye?
Better.
Okay, I agree. Werewolf by Night.
That hurts.
What hurts?
I really liked Werewolf by Night.
I did too.
Giacchino did really good.
He did, and we got Man-Thing in it. You know.
It was cute.
I definitely don't think it was better than WandaVision.
So you,
yeah,
that's where I'm at.
Like,
because
I definitely think we're at least under WandaVision. I
yes.
think the conversation is it better or worse than Werewolf by Night?
Yeah,
that's where I'm at.
Yeah, because whenever you started hitting, like wherever you got to Ant-Man, I was like, oh god, yeah. I don't know.
Like it was really good movie.
It was a really good movie.
One of the more solid start to finish Marvel movies. With very little fluff. But did I like overly enjoy it? Mm-hmm. Like I really enjoyed watching it. Mm-hmm. I don't think I'll watch this one on its own unless I'm really wanting to see Jonathan Majors as Kang.
Yeah.
Or if I'm doing like a rewatch of Kang stuff. Mm-hmm. But like, I could see turning on the first Ant-Man and just being like, I just want a fun action comedy movie, I don't think I'm going to do that with this one. Yeah. Like I'd probably, if I was going to go for something like this, I'd probably go Guardians of the Galaxy, because it's got that weird, but it's got that, just a teensy bit more heart to it,
The more and more I think about Werewolf by Night, Ant-Man and Quantumania, I'll say it would be the new 24.
So above Hawkeye, below Werewolf by Night.
Yes.
I agree with that.
Because just the more and more I think about it, like the dude that became the werewolf in it, he was really good in it.
Jack Terrier?
Yeah.
Jack Russell. That's what it wasn't Terrier.
And like, of course, we get Man-Thing, but like all the characters were so well done.
They were. I mean, Giacchino, man, he knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
Which is crazy that that's his first.
Yeah.
What's crazier is that like I would give Ant-Man Quantumania like a good 4 stars.
Yeah.
And like
I agree.
It's number 24. You know what I mean? Like that's just how good Marvel is.
Yeah, but I was supposed to say, if you look at like what's above it,
yeah,
I mean it makes sense.
All right, you want me to read it off?
Yes.
The new ranking. We're gonna go in from 1 to 41, 42 now at this point. All right, number 1, Avengers Endgame. Number 2, Spider-Man No Way Home. Number 3, Avengers Infinity War. Number 4, Captain America Civil War. Number 5, Guardians of the Galaxy. Number 6, Spider-Man Homecoming. Number 7, Guardians of the Galaxy The Holiday Special. Number 8, Thor Ragnarok. Can't believe we put the holiday special above Ragnarok. I think that was a finger slip. I really do not think a holiday special is supposed to be above.
Maybe one day
Ragnarok.
we'll just have a re-rank.
I'm gonna fix that.
Okay.
Here in a minute.
Okay,
Not
I'm
gonna
fine
do
with
right
it.
Then Thor: Love and Thunder at number 9, Shang-Chi at number 10, number 11 is Loki, number 12, Doctor Strange and Multiverse of Madness, Captain Marvel number 13, Black Panther number 14, Doctor Strange number 15. I think I need to flip that back. Number 16, Spider-Man Far From Home, number 17, Captain America: The Winter Soldier, number 18, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, number 19, the original Ant-Man, number 20, She-Hulk, number 21, Ms. Marvel, number 22, WandaVision, number 23, Werewolf by Night, number 24, Quantumania, number 25, Hawkeye, number 26, Captain America, number 27, Avengers, number 28, Iron Man, number 29, Eternals, number 30, Ant-Man and the Wasp, number 31, Black Panther: Wakanda Forever, number 32, I Am Groot, number 33, Moon Knight, number 34, The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, number 35, Avengers: Age of Ultron, number 36, Iron Man 3, number 37, The Incredible Hulk, number 39, Iron Man 2, number 38, Iron Man 2, number 39, What If, number 40, Black Widow, number 41, Thor: The Dark World, and number 42, Thor, the original. The original Thor.
The original Thor, as always.
So shall it is, so shall it be done. All right, everybody. That is our show. We hope you all enjoyed this episode of the Hopefully Awesome Show. Thanks for joining us in the chat, everybody. For watching us live.
Yeah.
We greatly appreciate you all coming and hanging out with us.
Thanks.
We will be back, of course, next Monday with the Hopefully Awesome Show. We'll be live right here on youtube.com/hopefullyawesome, where you can watch us at 8:30. Tomorrow, we will be back live again at 8:30 with going back to Beast Wars. We're wrapping up season 1, so definitely come hang out for that. And Wednesday, again, back at 8:30 live with going back to Smallville. This week, we're talking Witness, season 2, episode 20, I believe. So definitely come hang out with that. Then later on in the week, we're going to have some trailer reactions, some shorts, all those fun kind of things. Definitely head over to youtube.com/hopefullyawesome and hit that subscribe, like, comment, all that stuff. Helps the algorithm. Helps it out. And hey, if you want to get even more content, go over to patreon.com/hopefullyawesome, where you can get this show, of course, ad-free. You can also get our exclusive shows like Hopefully Awesome Weekly,
Family Game Night,
Family Game Night, our monthly movie commentary track, Matt plus Maggie, that's our relationship show. And actually, Hopefully Awesome Weekly this week, we'll be talking about news stories that we haven't been able to get to because we were running a bit long in the tooth today.
Yeah.
Including Zach Galifianakis and Lilo and Stitch.
Yeah, Pleakley.
And
yeah.
a sequel to I Am Legend. So we're going to be talking about that.
What? That's why you was asking me about that.
Yeah. So we're going to be talking about that in the Hopefully Awesome Weekly, which will be on Patreon tomorrow morning exclusively for those at patreon.com/hopefullyawesome. But that is going to wrap it up for us, everybody. Thanks for watching. And as always,
have a hopefully awesome day.
Bye.